Hey, it's Saturday and it's cold outside, and it's also one of our reviewers' favorite days. It is package day. So meet me on the other side of this intro, and I'm going to tell you about 3 fragrances that I received. I'll see you in just a second. I'm excited. What's going on, everybody? Yup, you guessed it. It is your boy, Trey Sense. And yes, you are back at the scene of the crime. That makes y'all some habitual offenders. Listen, man, it's package day. It's a cold Saturday here in November, which is unusual. We went from being 80 degrees 2 days ago to today. It's not even hitting 40. It's like 37 degrees outside. Anyway, I digress, because you didn't come for the weather. You came to know about these fragrances, or to hear me talk about these 3 new fragrances to my collection. Disclaimer, one of them is just a little sample, a decant, so to speak, and the other 2 from the house of Tom Ford. Now, the first one I want to talk to you about, this fragrance was made in honor of an old big hit friend of mine that goes by the name of Sam Broom. And this fragrance was made by Michael Dinsmore over at Making Sense. And the name of this fragrance is simple, easy, and it's called Sweeping Up. And what this is a modern take on a barbershop fougere type of fragrance. Now, I sprayed a little bit of this on the other day. When you first spray this on, you get a blast of a very warm, bright citrus. Oh man. It smells really good. I will be purchasing a full bottle of this because, again, you get that warm, bright citrus in the top. Not much alcohol in it at all. A very well-balanced, well-blended fragrance. This is my first offering from the house of Michael Dinsmore. I've heard so much about his work over at Making Sense, but I've never gotten my hands on anything. And you see, it's just enough to sample. I know Sam didn't get much himself. I think a small bottle. So this is one, if you want, you're gonna have to go over to Making Sense and pick it up. Now, I'm not stalling. I'm just giving the fragrance a minute to work through the progression so I can tell you more about it. This is my second time smelling it, as I played with it a little other day. Now, as it's starting to go through the progressions, what you get after that blast of citrus starts to dissipate, you still have that citrus, but now it's going into a phase where you're getting a little bit of something that smells a little bit burnt, sugarish. But the thing about it is it comes off as sweet, but it doesn't come off as overly sweet. I think what it's missing from the traditional barbershop type of fragrances, and I'm not saying that it's missing it in a bad way. I'm just saying it's missing it as it doesn't have it in the notes. Is that lavender, that powdery, that old school nuance? This doesn't have it. But what you get is, again, you got that blast of citrus, and then you go into that burnt sugar type of scent, and then it dries down into a nice sweet gourmand that's not too sweet and it's not over the top. Again, this is in honor of the great Sam Broom, my boy, fellow fragrance reviewer, made by Michael Dinsmore at Making Sense. If you have Facebook, you can find Mike on Facebook. I think this is one that is worth having in your collection. It is masculine. It is very gentlemanly. It works well for this time of the year, as again, it's a citrus, sweet, gourmand type of scent. And I like it. This is one I will be attempting to purchase a full bottle of. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, citrus, slight burnt sugar, gourmand. I like it. I like it a lot. I can't really say I have anything in my collection that smells like this, so it's a little bit different, a little bit unique. Again, this is not a monster projector. It's not a monster projector, which to me says this fragrance was made with really, really good, high quality cologne oils, as I can smell it from here. So, you know, it's not one that's just gonna protrude and knock the doors down, but it is one that I think you're gonna get lots and lots and lots of longevity out of, because I think the oil in this is high. And also, this is one, again, it's cold out. This is one that will work well with that. Spray this on your hoodie and I think you're gonna be just fine. All right, yeah, Sweeping Up from the House of Making Sense, Michael Dismore. You can find that on Facebook. Go to Facebook if you have Facebook. If not, just Google Making Sense and you'll be able to find it. If not, you can go to Facebook and find Michael Dinsmore or Making Sense and get yourself some of that. Or hit Sam up and Sam can give you more information about it. All right, moving along because I don't have much time. My battery's about to die. Staying in the line of gourmand. One of the perks of being a fragrance reviewer is you make a lot of connections out there, and sometimes people hit you up and say, hey man, I got some fragrances I'm getting rid of. That happened to be the case. I got a phone call, several phone calls, text messages, finally got a hold to me, and it was like, Trey, I'm selling some Tom Ford fragrances. Need to get them out of my collection. You interested? What's the price? After he told me what they were, then I asked about the price. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna take them all day. From the house of Tom Ford, it is Beau de Jour. Now, this one, this is old school, classic man, barbershop in a bottle. Now, the good and the bad about this fragrance, the good is it smells good. And for the price I got it at, which I won't disclose here, I got it at a really good price. And for me, it was worth it at the price that I got it at. Fragrances that it reminds me of. Now, it's not an exact to any of these fragrances, but just to give you a same wheelhouse, think old school powerhouse fragrances like Giorgio Beverly Hills. That's right, Giorgio Beverly Hills. It's a $12 or $15 fragrance, but it's gonna put you in the mindset of this. Also think Dunhill Man, the original one, with the little cheap plastic top, the spiral-like bottle. Same scent profile. I actually mean this smells like an old school powerhouse type of scent. And again, these scents are timeless. I think they work better in the cool weather, but that's just me. But nonetheless are another, but I've never smelled that one, so I can't say. But those two are pretty good references, or those three. Definitely think Paul Sebastian Fine Cologne. Definitely think Giorgio Beverly Hills, the old green juice, and definitely think Dunhill Man in the old school spiral bottle. Just the old school powerhouse type of scent. Again, very gentlemanly, classy, timely fragrance. I do think this one is going to last quite a while. Doesn't have a whole lot of alcohol in it, but that's just what I get, from it. Just that nice old school masculine barbershop type of scent. I do not know what else to say about Tom Ford Beau de Jour. Smells good. It smells good. I'm glad to have it. Is it one that I think you should pick up? If you run across it at a good deal, yes, pick it up. If you don't feel like you're missing out on anything, because you're not. Again, I got it because I got it at when I say a good deal, I got it at a really good deal. Cheaper than designer prices, but I got, lucky. I got fortunate on that. I did. Do I think this fragrance is worth $150, $200? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I personally, if you set them side by side with those fragrances that I just named, the biggest draw to this, honestly, would be the name on the bottle, and that's Tom Ford. To say you're wearing a Tom Ford Beau de Jour fragrance, I mean, that's the biggest draw to this fragrance. Now, again, it smells good. I'm not taking that from it. It's a good smelling fragrance. It smells really good, okay? Let's get that out of the way. It smells good. but it doesn't smell unique or different or, again, any better than any of those fragrances that I just named. So from the house of Tom Ford's Beau de Jour. Anytime I'm reviewing a high-end designer, because Tom Ford is designer, or a niche fragrance, I don't want to ever give you guys the impression that expensive always equals better, because in a lot of cases it doesn't. Now, to this next one, I think this is a 2022 release, if I'm not mistaken. And it is also from the house of Tom Ford. And when you see the bottle, battery getting dead. When you see the bottle, you're gonna know that I love this bottle, and you're gonna know why. From the house of Tom Ford, it is Costa Azzurra Parfum. And you know I like that gold because it looks like a old Notre Dame helmet. Yeah, go Irish. Who got the win today, by the way? Anyway, this one. What does this fragrance remind me of? It smells good. It reminds me of a lot of the modern fragrances that are being made today. Sweet, slightly gourmandy. This one is unisex, and it walks right down that line. To me, through the mid to the dry down, it leans, in my opinion, to my taste, to my nose, it leans more feminine. But then it comes back and kind of walks that line of masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine. Does it smell good? Yes. Is it just an absolute must-have in your fragrance collection? No. For the same money, and again, we're not talking about identical. So don't think, Trey said that the Tom Ford Costa Azzurra Parfum smells exactly like the Most Wanted. It doesn't, but it is gonna put you in the same mind frame or the same realm or the same energy as Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb Night Vision, the EDP. Puts me in that same realm. It puts me in the same realm as, I just said it. I'm about to get the bottle out because my mind just went blank. Azzurra's The Most Wanted puts you in that same mind frame when you think just sweet, cold weather type fragrances. That's what this reminds me of. That's what this reminds me of. Now, again, the biggest draw is it is a Tom Ford fragrance. I would not pay anywhere near what they want for this retail. I was fortunate, I was blessed to get this at a really good price, and I'm thankful for the price that I got it at. I mean, a really good price. So, yeah. Do I like the fragrance? Yeah. Probably gonna go grab something to eat here in a little bit, and it's extremely cold, as I just said, so I may make this my scent of the night because I think it'll go well in cool weather on my hoodie that I'm gonna reach for. But would I pay $250 for this? No, I wouldn't. I would not pay anywhere near that for this. I would go with the Most Wanted or the Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP, and I think it's going to get you in the same wheelhouse and give you the same scent profile, and I think you'll be just as pleased with it. But nonetheless, it is new to my collection, and I will give it some wearing. How long I will keep it, I do not know. If I will keep it, I don't know. I don't know. Any opportunity I have to make a little extra coin, I normally take. So, from the house of Tom Ford, it is Costa Azzurra. Also from the house of Tom Ford, one of the coolest names in Fragcom, Beau de Jour. It's cool to say. And then again, I put it on the bed. I don't have a full bottle of it anyway. From the house of Kevin Dinsmore, in honor of Sam Broom, it is not Kevin Dinsmore. From the house of Making Sense by Kevin Dinsmore, it is Sweeping Up. Guys, with that being said, man, I hope everybody's having themselves a beautiful, beautiful Saturday and enjoying this cooler weather if you live in the Southeast. Again, I appreciate you all, and thank you so much for returning to the scene of the crime. So I'm gonna get off of here, get this phone on the charger, edit it so I can get it up to you, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. All right, guys. Thank you. And until next time, you already know. I love you all, and may God bless you all. Peace.